So, Social Dilemma on Netflix, a documentary about the dark side of social media and the evil algorithm, and how your life is being manipulated by Facebook, Instagram, chat, and YouTube. YouTube, why? As a programmer, I wanted to make a video about this topic for a long time now, and I guess now is as good a time as any because people are discussing it. Are people discussing it? Have I missed the train? I won't be spoiling much, but I will overview the main ideas. So should you stay or should you go? You decide. Please stay, please stay. Let's begin. Long story short, my parents broke up when I was born. I stayed here, I stayed there, I stayed everywhere. Had to travel light, so no phone, no computer, hey, not even a TV. Had a radio though, so I knew all the songs of the 90s. Zombie. I gotta tell you, I was bored all the time. But then something amazing happened. I developed a very active imagination. I developed a curiosity for the world and everything in it. I developed problem solving skills and communication skills because I had to make friends in the real world outside. Imagine that. I was physically active and mentally bulletproof. I was a superboy! Well, I was still bored, as kids are, so I was a super bored boy. Yeah. All of that changed when I got my very own computer at a very ripe age of 12. Video games became my obsession and my escape from boredom. They enhanced my active imagination tenfold. I was playing video games in my head even when I didn't have access to a computer, usually in a classroom. My grades suffered a lot because I could not hold focus on my studies. My social life suffered because I started to come up with excuses why I can't come out and play. Hey Kenchik, wanna come out and play? Hey, sorry bruh, I gotta clean my room. What do you mean? You've been cleaning your room for a week? I'm a dirty boy. Dirty boy. Dirty. And I felt almost physical pain and overwhelming irritation when my father took away my PC's power cable so I could focus on studies instead, fixing my grades. Sorry pups, I always got a spare. But oh boy, how I was addicted and in big trouble, and I had no idea. I heard a theory that our brains become fully developed when we reach 25. And then it's static, and they slowly start to rot. I was around 30 at the time and thinking, well, that sucks. But it's not true though. Your brain is plastic throughout your whole life. And everything you consume visually literally changes your brain wiring and its size. And here's where the social dilemma starts being a bit scary. It talks about how the algorithm changes our brains in a way that the corporations want. Making you zombie. How, you ask? By keeping us tapped in, turned on online and addicted as long as possible. As a kid, I was climbing trees and chasing girls. Now I sit at work, staring at a screen all day. Then I sit at home, staring at a screen all day. Well, sometimes chasing at a girl. I sit on a loo, staring at a screen. I lay on a bed, staring at a screen. Good job, algorithm. Good job. Addiction usually gets worse. And worse and worse and worse until it robs us from our happy existence and places us into a depressing limbo of an autopiloted life. But what are we addicted to? Dopamine! Ah, yes, of course! What is dopamine? Well, I'm not a biochemist, but what I've read is that dopamine is a feel-good hormone that is being produced when we seek something that we crave. Like something new. Fast food, sex, social acceptance, exercise, any reward really. It has many functions in the body, but it basically makes us feel pleasure before we actually experience the pleasurable outcome. Perfect example is gambling, casinos. The chance of hitting a jackpot is so small and the house always wins, usually always wins, yet people spend fortunes. Because every dice roll, every new card, every pull of the lever has the unknown potential of a big reward. And that anticipation is by itself pleasure that we are addicted to. Dopamine, you cheeky bugger. But dopamine gets released also when we experience something new. And social media is much more accepted than casinos. And that's why your newsfeed has the infinite scroll, just like the slot machines. Now, dopamine also gets released when you are socially accepted. And that's why all your platforms, YouTube included, YouTube user interface, has this little like button. And when you're hitting this like button, somebody, I don't know who, is feeling that he's socially accepted, and it's gonna release a huge amount of dopamine. So please press the like button to release my dopamine. Please, it's begging to get out. Please. So now you know why movies and games and new songs and sexy photos are so addictive. All those sweet, flashy, blinky lights and numbers. It's all about the brain chemistry. You see, first we only had radios and then TVs to stimulate our senses, but now we have computers and phones. The time between the non-stimuli is reduced drastically, and maybe in the future you have no time to simply smell the roses. But why then? Are big companies evil? As a programmer who has been seeing this pattern unfold for the last 10 years, I gotta say no. The documentary also says no, but the conspiracy theorist in me whispers, yeah, right. Next umbrella corporation, am I right? Zombie! But why then big companies do that? Why get us addicted? Well, it's just good business. If you had a digital product, which is basically a string of code, which Facebook and YouTube platforms are, you could then make upgrades to it, make it better over time, make it more profitable. I mean, wouldn't you do it? And these companies' intention was, and I believe still is, good. Connect with friends and watch wise videos. But the code, the algorithm has grown so complex over time that even the guys who wrote the code can't really tell what this artificial intelligence is calculating inside these machines, and that's the problem. That's one of the problems. Another problem is that you're being held in a bubble of information that keeps you engaged. Your newsfeed is filled with the stuff that the algorithm thinks might interest you, similar stuff. So you are missing out other new and novel ideas. And what's worse is that your neighbor can do the exact same search, but you get totally different results. That can make you guys clash and become enemies, maybe even arch nemesis. War is bad, McKay. Another problem is that the information that you see might not be true. Truth is boring. So the information that you might see might be fake.
You are fake news.
Fake is interesting. Fake is out there, right? Conspiracy theories. Woo! But see the documentary for some examples. Now again, your brain is plastic and it will rewire to look for instant gratification instead of meaningful delayed gratification. And another problem is that your attention span is diminishing. It is getting harder and harder for you to focus. So boring stuff is even more boring, and harder stuff is like learning a new language is near impossible. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
And don't be a zombie. Zombie! By the way, how's your attention span? Are you still watching this video? Comment zombie down below if you are, and have a sweet cranberry-filled day. Anyway, it's not all doom and gloom. If you can think critically and do a little fact check before you go fully emotional, then you're probably okay. If you have enough discipline and you can stop yourself from binging new videos every 10 seconds, then you're probably okay. Another thing they say that if it's free, then you are the product, yada yada yada. I mean, if all they're doing is just showing you 4 to 10 seconds of advertisement, relevant ads I might add, then I say let them. My wife and I had a baby, and for some time we saw diaper ads and baby toy ads. Now we are looking for a new house and we're seeing furniture ads. It's much better than seeing, climbing gear or gardening tool ads, so let them. So what can you do? Slow down. Life is to be savored. Step outside, feel the sun, smell the roses. No, but seriously, there is a thing called dopamine detox. There are tons of awesome videos about it on YouTube. Go binge them. But the gist of it is this. Like everything in his life, it's all about balance. Too much or too little of dopamine in your system can cause a vast range of health issues. So if you need to, every day for a while, maybe an hour, Put away your phone. Don't watch TV. Don't check your emails. Don't even talk to anybody. Just sit down in a quiet, calm, relaxive reflection. It's like meditation, but not really. Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. Try it. It's easy. Well, it's easier for me, as I grew up playing outside and my first phone was Nokia 3310. I know, God's weapon. So I actually crave for some peace and quiet away from the flashy tech. But I am thinking about strategies to raise my daughter in this new digital age. But when I figure that out, I'll let you know. Until then, just know that technology itself is not evil. It's awesome to learn everything online and get a taxi in 30 seconds or less and just get a pizza on your doorstep with a push of a button. It is we and the corporations who have to make some disciplined, intentional changes in our lives. But I have hope for humanity.
Fool of a took.
Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know, what do you think about all this social dilemma thing? Do you think that corporations are doing something highly immoral, or are they just the symptoms and the real problem starts with us? I think so. But anyway, have a nice detox and I'll see you, beautiful people, in the next video. Mahalo.